At Calgary Wild FC, we honor and acknowledge that this land belongs to the Treaty 7 territory. Sometimes we don't realize what we have until it's gone. But on today's podcast, Maddie, Tilly, and Ashley share how they live each day with purpose and gratitude, finding joy in the little moments that matter the most. Welcome to The Wild Journey, the official podcast of Calgary Wild FC. I'm your host, Farkhunda Muhtaj, midfielder and proud community ambassador for the Wild. This podcast is all about building a deeper connection between our club and you, giving our incredible fans a front row seat, uncovering stories of passion and purpose beyond the pitch. On today's show, I'm thrilled to welcome two footballers making their professional debuts with the Wild straight out of university. First up is Madison Wilson, a midfielder from London, Ontario, who's returning to Canada after 5 years competing in NCAA Division I soccer with the University of Dayton and the University of Iowa. She graduated with a bachelor's in health science and minored in psychology and disability studies. She's off to a strong start in her first pro contract with the Wild. Joining her is Tilly James, a defender who comes to the Wild following a standout U Sports career with the Trinity Western Spartans. She graduated with a bachelor's in political science and a minor in history with a certificate in law. Originally from New Zealand, Tilly's deep passion for soccer has been shaped by her family and her development across New Zealand, Canada, and the United States. Both have earned impressive accolades throughout their university careers, and I'm excited to have them both on my show today.
Thanks, Far.
That's such a nice introduction.
I know. I can't wait.
I feel like we already had a great podcast discussion before the podcast even started.
Yeah.
So now I know, thanks to Maddie giving me compliments and sharing that I'm her favorite host, I can take out all the rude comments that I had
Good.
about her in the show. Maddie, I'm going to start off with you. Growing up in London, Ontario,
Yes.
what was your childhood like and how did sports fit into your early life?
I mean, my childhood was honestly so wonderful. I'm very close with my family, and I think that's been a huge part of who I am. My brothers have always been kind of my idols, especially in sports and just being the person I am. My oldest brother, he played hockey and soccer, but mostly hockey growing up. And Coco also played hockey and soccer, but mostly soccer. And yeah, he's always been my idol, and my parents have been so supportive. So it was a wonderful childhood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And one of your brothers also plays professionally as well.
He does in Ireland for Treaty.
Yes. Treaty. So Treaty is the same club that
Jen so many of the girls
and Christy played for.
Kaylee, Danny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, no.
Tal.
Tal.
Yeah. And Christy and Jen both played in the same league.
Yes.
That's
yeah, because it's
Yeah.
For the women's side, it's the Division 1. So really cool. Yeah.
A lot of connections stuff.
It is
so many.
Weird. It's weird.
So many.
Yeah.
Ireland's just the spot, I guess.
Yeah.
Were you a professional footballer? Did you sign your contract with the Wild before your brother? Or was he influenced by you or you by him?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, no, I was totally influenced by him. He actually signed, so he was in New Zealand last year. Mm-hmm. And then he signed for Treaty January, like mid-January, I think. So I came in February.
Inspired by your brother.
Exactly. Always.
I love that. Speaking of New Zealand, Tilly, you were born in New Zealand, but traveled around the world. Mm-hmm. Can you share your upbringing and living in 3 different countries at a young age and how you developed through the game in different environments?
For sure.
That's great.
It's so funny. Like, I feel like every time I say I'm from New Zealand, like, people obviously hear me talk and they're like,
where's the accent?
Like, even like when I met like Allie and Mouse like for the first time, I felt like so fake. Being like, hey, I'm also from New Zealand.
My family's from there.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I was born in New Zealand. My whole family was, except for my little brother. So like my whole lineage, everybody's from New Zealand. And when I was about 2, I think, we moved to Vancouver, Canada for my mom's job. She worked for a Canadian company. And yeah, just like through her work, we had the privilege of growing up in some really cool places. Like yeah, we spent 5 years in Vancouver and then went to Dallas, Texas for 5 years, back to New Zealand for 5 years.
Wow.
And then halfway through grade 10, so Christmas of grade 10, we moved back to Vancouver. So yeah, it wasn't until university, like for me, where I had actually started and finished a school, like my whole life. Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it is crazy, but like it's also not
cool.
like I loved it. I don't
Yeah.
think as a kid I appreciated like the opportunity to grow up in different places and experience different things, and just like how much that shaped me and shaped the way I view the world, or
Sure.
honestly even like my soccer experience. Like I think both me and Maddie are super close to our families. I think that's something that we like speak a lot about.
A lot.
Are not shy to talk about, but like our parents and like our siblings are some of our best friends.
For sure.
And I know for me that's because growing up, moving around and like living in different places, I think some of the most consistent things in my life were always my family and then soccer. And I think for me, like those two things have always been intertwined. And I think it's a big reason. Like I know for you, like I'm not going to speak for you, but like,
you know me too well.
I know. But like, I think one of the reasons why we both love soccer so much is like you grew up being inspired by your brothers. And
Exactly.
like for me, like my sister, I grew up watching her and wanting to play with her and like, just copying her. And I
Totally,
think,
yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's like a huge reason today why we both are where we are is because I think that love for soccer is more than just like us individually, but probably
for others.
Yeah.
Totally.
And you mentioned that consistency in your life has always been your family.
Yeah.
Considering you're always moving around,
Yeah.
haven't finished or graduated from a single school,
Yeah.
and spent consecutive years there. Your father is your role model.
Oh, yeah.
Can you speak to that a little? Because you were traveling around the world because of your mom's career.
Yeah.
And your dad is the one with the PhD.
He is. He is. Yeah. So my dad has a PhD in economics. So crazy smart guy. And I think, he was the first person in his family to go to university. And so, like, not only did he do that, but got a PhD. Like, I was like, okay, like, it's a high standard for, like, the future boyfriend. You know what I mean? But,
Sure.
Yeah. But, yeah, my dad is, like, my idol. He's one of my best friends. And I think, like, I didn't realize it growing up how maybe, like, not untraditional, but, like, my mom was the one who was, like, girl boss, business boss who like went to work every day and like, killing it. And then my dad was the one who gave up his career and stayed home and took care of us. And like, not only did he do that, but like killed it. Like anybody who's ever met my dad,
so nice.
He's just like
such a lovely guy.
He is
really
like, is. I really think that he was like born to be a dad. Like he's the best without like being weird, but like he's the best. Like he would like my dad never misses any of our games. So even if he's not here in person to watch my games, like he's always streaming them on his phone. Like I was in Vancouver a little while ago and my sister plays futsal and we were like on a family walk or whatever and she's in New Zealand playing futsal and my dad's like way behind us like on his phone like watching my sister. Like yeah, he never misses a game. Would always drive us to soccer practice, and we'd come home and he'd have like little snacks like laid out for us, like cheese and crap.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Like he wasn't just like, a stay-at-home dad. He was like the stay-at-home dad.
Yeah,
I love
best
that.
and everything.
Yeah,
I love
The
it.
best supporter for those young girls. And
Yeah.
do you have a brother, Tilly?
I do, yeah. I have a younger brother named Emmett. He goes to Western, which is so funny.
London.
That's
Yeah,
where Maddie's from.
Yeah.
So another connection there.
Exactly.
It's so crazy how small the world is. The team has so many connections that we never even knew.
They're endless.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're still
I
finding them every day.
Yeah.
But I think everybody is like 2 or 3 degrees of separation in our team.
Yeah.
Like it's weird.
It's
like
no, it is.
either somebody has played with like a person on the team before,
Yeah.
or it's like they played with somebody who's played with somebody who's played with them. Like everybody's connected
around the world.
It's so strange how we all are connected somehow, because I didn't know any of you all.
Yeah. No,
And then a lot of us didn't know each other at all.
Yes.
And then through conversations, it's like, yeah, my best friend did so-and-so with you. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's crazy. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
But yeah, to share a crazy example, for instance, I played in the Netherlands most recently for a few years. And one of Micah's friends moved into my old apartment.
Oh,
like,
really?
what are the odds?
No, it's crazy.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and the only way we knew that
Yeah.
was because, so when I moved to the Netherlands, obviously bought everything new for my apartment. But when I moved back, there was no way I was going to bring it with me or sell it. So I just left it. I said, whoever the next tenant is, you're lucky.
That's so nice. So generous.
I happened to leave a receipt or something behind with my name on it. And so...
Oh, so they knew who you were.
So they knew, they ended up knowing that Farkhunda Muhtaj lived here before.
Yeah.
And I guess she's one of Micah's best friends. So Micah and her would just chat about, oh yeah, so-and-so lived here before. Yeah. And then
Micah was like
months later, it's like, oh
like,
wow,
you know
the
Fark.
Yeah. So
Wow.
crazy things that happen.
Yeah. So
But,
cool.
Yeah, Maddie, I want to talk more about your university career because you both are fresh out of university-ish.
Literally. Last semester.
Yeah.
Fairly new. You went to 2 different universities,
Yes.
transferred over.
I did.
Speak to the reasoning behind that transfer.
Yeah.
And then also what that experience was like in the transition from playing at the collegiate level to wanting to pursue professional.
For sure. I think at a young age, I always wanted to go to the States, to the NCAA. I think that was always a goal of mine, honestly. And my team, my club team, we did a lot of tournaments in the States. So like that helped. And that's how I got scouted for the University of Dayton. And that was really cool. So I was there 4 years. I graduated there. Mm-hmm. Absolutely loved it. I really did love the girls, everything about it. The college was so beautiful. Like good education, all of that. I think I wanted, another goal of mine was also to, I don't know, pursue like the Big Ten as a conference or like a Power 4, Power 5 conference. I think it was always a goal. So at the end, when I graduated, I just put myself in the portal, which can be, stressful, but in the end, it did work out. Iowa reached out about 30 minutes into my name going into the portal, and I was shocked. I was like, well, I'm going there. I don't need anyone else.
It's a sign.
It's a sign. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. I went there for an official visit. Loved the campus, everything about it. And I honestly met the best girls I could ever have imagined. Like, just so lovely. Mm-hmm. We bonded instantly, similar to this team, honestly. Mm-hmm. And I think I wanted something more competitive. And I think the Big Ten is a very competitive conference for women's soccer, for honestly any sport. So I think that's when I made up my mind that I wanted to do that. And then, transitioning to pro, I think I wanted to move on from the collegiate level and try and attempt to go pro. And honestly, I was very fortunate with this, with Calgary. So I trialed here. And I got a call back. So, I mean, I was so happy. But yeah, it was such an amazing experience. So,
but also an incredible position to be in because trialing isn't easy.
Oh my gosh. No.
At all.
Like, not at all.
I think she's been our only
only trialist.
Which is crazy. Because I've heard some names that like have trialed here. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, I've been very fortunate. All you can do is try your best, and you have 1 week to showcase your skills and whatever. But I mean,
do think like probably a part of that success for you is like not to blow smoke, or whatever. But like Maddie's attitude is so infectious and so positive, and I think seriously, and I think going into like a trial situation, like I know for myself, I feel like it's so easy to have like the fear and anxiety to like dictate the way that you play. But no, yeah, I remember like you had such a good trial and like,
Nice.
yeah. And then you came back and
I was like, I gotta call back. But honestly, like the girls made it so much easier. Like Tilly did. And I remember a lot of the girls, because it's hard coming in.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the team is already set.
Right.
So like that's difficult. But they were so lovely. And then Till and I were injured when they went to like preseason in Denver, and we just bonded instantly. Like she became my best friend, and it was so nice. She's so easy to become like best friends.
Within a week of each other.
Literally.
We both, like Maddie, like Maddie left, like her trial went back home. I blew up my ankle, and then Maddie's first practice,
first day on the job,
I remember,
blows up her ankle, and then the team leaves for Denver, and we're like
anyway, hey, how are ya? But honestly, since then, I think we've been inseparable. So it's been so nice.
I remember that. I felt so bad for you.
I mean, it's crazy. Like the first days are just not my thing. Because the first day of my junior year in college, I tore my ACL. First day of preseason. So it's just like first days are not my thing. I'm just going to skip first days from here on out.
I have no more.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're
exactly
good.
Perfect.
You're
so,
good.
but yeah, it's all the experiences have been so lovely, and I'm very grateful, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. And can you share when you received that call? Where were you?
Oh my gosh, this is the funniest story, honestly.
I don't know if I know this.
This is so funny. Because I think it was maybe like 4 or 5 days after, maybe 4 days after, like I went home, I think the Friday or something. And I got home, maybe it's like the Tuesday, and I'm in Remark, which is a grocery store in London. I'm with my mom because I do everything with her. Like, she's just my best friend and I love her. So we're literally grocery shopping, and my agent pops up and I'm like, oh no, like this could be like really good or really bad. And yeah, so I see his phone number, and I pick it up, and he's like, congratulations. I start crying. My mom starts crying because she just knows. We're crying. People are asking us, are we okay? And we're like, we're great, like just bawling. And it's like we got like the meats beside us, we got the pastas beside us, and we're just bawling.
In
like
the middle of the supermarket,
in the middle of the super. Like I don't.
That's very fitting. I think
it's so fitting.
Yeah.
Like we were just getting dinner, we were getting some ingredients, and oh my gosh, it was I wouldn't want it because we go there every day to this grocery store, so. It was meant to be. It was cute. And I was so glad I was with my mom because she's just the biggest supporter. Yeah. Along with my family, my dad and my brother. So I called them as soon as it happened, called my boyfriend, called my grandparents, and yeah, the rest is history. It was so nice.
It's so crazy how moms understand your emotion.
Oh,
like crying could be good or bad.
Yeah. Yes,
immediately
exactly.
She knew
she
it was
just
positive.
knew it was positive.
Yeah.
Like instantly, she just knew it. So it was really cute. Yeah,
that's so sweet, and we're so glad to have you. Remember when you were trialing, you were so sweet, and overly nice. And I was like, okay, this girl is interesting.
She's being fake. She just wants to make the team.
Wants to be on the team.
She's fake.
Yeah,
a little too nice, but I'm glad you made the team because now I'm like, you're a good level of
yes.
Yeah,
that's
know what
I mean, I'm so grateful. The team is amazing.
Gotten you to stop saying sorry as much.
Yeah, I know it's been so bad. Like especially coming from America, every time I said sorry.
Yeah,
I started saying sorry like non-Canadian because it just every time sorry, so sorry.
Well, you're doing okay now.
Yeah.
You've definitely improved. And for you, Tilly, you had a stellar career at the University of Trinity Western. And then sign your contract with the Wild soon after. You speak a lot about the team culture at the University of University of Trinity Western.
Western.
Not London, Ontario. How has that experience influenced your desire to continue to play? And also, what are some lessons you learned? Because I know your coach Graham is someone that instilled a lot of positive values in you all.
Yeah, I think for me, I loved my my university career. I was really fortunate to be on such an amazing team. Obviously, like soccer wise, we had a great career while I was there. Like we went to cause my first year was COVID, so played 4 years after that. But in the 4 years, we were in 2 national finals. We were in 4 straight, or wasn't it 4 straight? I'm going to get confused. It was either 3 or 4 straight Canada West gold medal games. Won 2 of those. One of them was against Danny, by the way. So.
Shout out Danny.
Yeah, shout out Danny. But yeah, like soccer-wise, couldn't have asked for anything better. But I think for me, what stands out the most from my time at Trinity was like, I think everybody can look back and remember like a few games, a few highlights where you're like, oh, that was such an amazing game, or big pivotal moments. But when you actually think about how many games and practices you had in the course of 5 years, like you remember like 1% of them.
Yeah.
And like what I remember and what really stands out to me when thinking about my university career is like, yes, the soccer, obviously, but more the people and the best friends that I made along the way. Like I've made my best friends in the entire world on that team. And I think it was such a privilege to be able to live, train, and play games with my best friends for like 5 straight years.
Yeah.
Met some amazing people. And I think that to me is like what stands out is like, our culture at Trinity is such like a holistic culture, whereas I think like a lot of other teams, even talking to other girls in their university experiences, I didn't realize how lucky I was to be on a team where it's more than just soccer.
Mm-hmm.
It's about people and community. And I think maybe for other people in university experiences, you have that team aspect, but it is also very individualistic.
For sure.
Where maybe it's about the results, like we were about results, don't get me wrong, but you don't necessarily have that like team I don't know how to explain it.
You win and lose as a team. Like you have people to back you regardless.
Yeah. Like you know that if you have a bad game, people aren't like, oh yes,
exactly.
Like, you know what I like? It was never that at Trinity. I think the team has such a great long-standing culture of being like a family, and everybody having your back. And like even to this day, like girls who I only played 1 year with, like Harvey, who's just signed with us, like I played my COVID year and then my first year with her, and it's like I haven't seen her in 4 years, and then I'm like, oh my gosh.
So nice.
Yeah,
just authentic relationships that you built, for sure.
Through and through.
You lived with teammates while you were at Trinity Western, and now you're living on your own.
Yes.
While, experiencing your first ever professional contract. Were you nervous going into it? What were those emotions and feelings? And what has this season looked like for you from a learning perspective?
For sure. I think like this was honestly like such a huge change for me. Like I graduated last spring, but then came back to play one more season with Trinity. I still have another year of eligibility, but
Same.
But left at Christmas, and then by February 1st, I was with the Wild in our preseason, and I was so nervous. Like I remember the weeks leading up, like after I signed, like the weeks leading up to preseason, like I have never felt that way before in my entire life. Like I had been in a system where I knew what every summer looked like. I knew what every preseason looked like. I knew what every season looked like, every spring. Yeah. For like 5 years straight.
Yeah.
Same coaches, like same best friends that I came in with. And I think going into like Calgary, like I really didn't know anyone. Like I knew Jen coming in because she'd been an assistant coach for me, which was like a huge privilege to be able to know somebody,
for sure.
But like that was such a weird feeling for me coming in and being like, oh my gosh, like new city, new team,
moved away. Like
this was the first time in my entire life where I've like actually lived away from my family. Like a really big reason why I looked to stay in Vancouver specifically for university was so I could be with my family. So making that decision to come here without them, I was so scared. I feel like it's forced me to grow a lot. For sure. But yeah, I think this year for me is just like all a huge learning experience. Like whether or not people can see it right now, like I do have a knee injury right now, which is definitely not the way that like I hoped or I guess pictured my first professional season would go. But I think like you can either look at a situation as like glass half full or glass half empty. And I think looking at like this year and everything that's kind of been thrown at me with it, I think I've grown so much in like who I am outside of soccer, which I was thinking about it the other day. I think we were talking about it the other night,
we were.
Just in terms of like, especially in that university system where you really are playing like 365 days a year. Like basically you're in season and then you're preparing for season the rest of the year.
Running,
summer soccer. Like you don't really get a big chance to figure out like who you are outside of soccer. And I've been really fortunate in my Trinity career where I really didn't have any major injuries that took me out from seasons. So I think this is like the first year of my entire career where I've kind of like been in season and being like, okay, wow, I'm not playing for a little while right now.
It's not 3 months, 4 months. It's almost the whole year. It's crazy. It's different.
And going, okay, like who am I as a person if I'm not playing? And like I think that's such an invaluable lesson that I'm learning. And honestly, like it's probably like not, I don't think it's meant to happen, but I think it's a good thing to figure out.
For sure.
Yeah.
And who is Tilly off the pitch? What are you?
Oh, a good segue.
What are your passions off the pitch?
Far's good. She's good. She's just the best host ever.
Gotta expose you.
Yeah.
The real Tilly James.
The real Tilly James. I think for me, we've talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh, were you?
I mean, I could even like I've seen her on the
hear this. Yeah. Who am I, man?
You know who you are, but I'm just saying like she's just like the most charismatic person ever. Like she makes you laugh like on any rainy day, any sunny day, she's always giggling like that. She's like honestly the sweetest person you'd ever know.
Oh, absolutely.
And she goes out of her way every day. So seriously, I mean, just a wonderful person. So.
Oh my gosh. Just like,
I have to agree. This dynamic duo of positivity and.
Oh, you're the best.
No, oh my God. Stop it.
No, I think speaking on that, I think for me, I just, I love the people that I love. Talk to, oh my gosh. Ooh. I'm not getting emotional. I'm sorry. I just swallowed funny. But no, I love my family. But I also think like I love my friends so much. Like, and just putting a lot of time and energy into my relationships. And I have such a great support system. Like, obviously I have all my university friends, but even like all of these guys here, like I genuinely could not currently still be here. Like if it wasn't for like everybody on the team and like even back home, like my boyfriend and his family are the best. Even if I'm not like there in Vancouver with them, I'm like, I feel like this time outside of soccer has shown me just how important, like I already knew how important family was, but like your chosen family, I guess.
Such a big network for you, which is so special.
Mm-hmm.
And Maddie, for you, some of your passions lie with supporting the Canadian Breast Cancer Society as well and spreading awareness.
Yes.
Where does that come from?
My mom, let's not get emotional here. My mom was actually diagnosed with breast cancer when I was in grade 9.
Okay.
And it definitely changed my perspective of life. She is definitely the most special person to me. And honestly, I don't think I could live without her. So when health is implicated or, implicated in a negative way, it's very hard. And I think I grew up quite fast after that, seeing what she went through every single day. But she's honestly the strongest person. And that's why I think our family is so tight and so connected. Mm-hmm. We were before that, but it even like, it just
like that just brings
oh
you
my
together.
gosh, like completely, like it just changed your perspective of life. Like,
Yeah.
live every day because you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. And that's why I think I'm a very outgoing person. And I think like I love every day
Mm-hmm.
and I try to make the best of it. So yeah, breast cancer is definitely very close to my family. And yeah, so she's the strongest person ever. And yeah, she's doing so well. And yeah, literally the best.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
She's
it's nice that
exactly
you're
like
giving
Maddie.
back.
Like, I don't know if you've met her or not. They are twins. Like,
Did I meet your
manners.
mom at the Mother's Day lunch?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone was like, this is like, you guys need to separate because literally mini
funny.
me's of like, oh my gosh. I worked where my mom worked as well.
Mhm.
And she was going through treatment at this point. And obviously she wasn't in the office,
Mhm.
but all of like her coworkers would come to me like crying. She's like, oh my God, I miss your mom. Like she's not here. Cause you're just like, I just reminded them. Exactly. And I was like, oh my God, you're going to make me cry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, but I don't think I'm half the person she is, but she's just,
stop.
no, she is so wonderful. And yeah.
It's true. We don't realize how privileged we are with our
Oh my
health
gosh.
until
It's
we
insane.
are unhealthy
Exactly.
or have like the slightest complication. And then we are more grateful for
100%.
everything that we have.
Yeah, like
And
completely.
just the saying of you have 100 problems until you're unhealthy and then you only have one.
Exactly. Like I say all the time, like if you have health, you have everything.
Exactly.
Like really. And I think that's so important because you're so right. Like you can have so many problems, but when it's health, when that's implicated,
I do think that's like a hard lesson.
Yes.
Obviously,
But
that
like
you've
so important.
unfortunately had to learn.
Yes.
Mhm.
But in terms of like, I do think it's easy, especially playing like
Yeah.
professional sport.
Exactly.
Like there's lots of highs and lows.
Yes. It's a roller coaster. But
Yeah.
like if I had a bad game, I mean,
You put it in perspective in the grand scheme of like your life and like what you value, and you're able to rationalize it way
So
more
true.
than like,
Yeah,
you know?
oh no, it's
1,000%.
so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is. I always say I wish health was never an issue. Injuries were never
Oh,
an
I know.
issue. And
It'd be so much easier. But I mean,
goodness me. But that's
Yeah.
part of
Does
life.
teach you
right?
life.
it's
Yeah.
it really is life. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And one of your favorite quotes, Tilly, are trust the process. With what you're currently going through, how has that quote supported your mindset around your current circumstances and injury? I know you alluded to it quite a bit already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think oh gosh, I don't even know. I think for me, anyone who knows me, I'm a little bit of a stressor. Like just a little. But sometimes I do find it easy to like look too far into the future or worry about the little things. Excuse me. And I think for me it's just trust the process is a good reminder that like everything that's meant to happen is meant to happen, and like worrying about the future takes away today's peace.
Mhm.
And I think for me, what's really helped me so far for like the last 2 months has been just kind of taking it day by day and just trusting that it's all going to work out. Like God has a plan, and timing is everything. Like I can't control that. Like I can do my rehab every day and like I can do that to the best of my ability. I can't control anything else. So I just have to kind of trust in that, and that everything is meant to happen for a reason, and that everything happens, not on our timing.
Yeah,
Grow from it. So
Completely.
that's
exactly.
Completely.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have control
No.
over everything,
No.
but we do have control over our mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attitude.
And
Yes.
so
Yeah.
if you can, what a lot of people become is the slave of their mindset. But if you become the master of it, then you get to dictate how you choose to live every single day.
That was like podcast gold.
This is what I need.
Oh gosh, Maddie.
I'm not just saying stuff here.
host.
Favorite host ever.
Maddie,
Like,
high
fart.
five me a long time.
That was so good.
Thanks, Maddie. We'll transition back to you.
Yep.
You've had a lot of minutes this season. It's your first contract, but despite it being your first, you don't look shy at all. You don't look nervous on the pitch. You're having a great start and taking on heavy minutes. How are you finding balancing life on the pitch with off the pitch? Because like Tilly mentioned, this has been a year of self-exploration.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
And how are you exploring who you are and your identity and what you want for yourself beyond the game.
100%. I mean, I've been away from home this will be my like 6th year being away from London, which has been really hard because, you know, like family is everything to me. And like away from my boyfriend and like all of that. So it's like, it's hard, like doing long distance with anyone, you know? Yeah. But honestly, I think I found like who I am, especially like through like teammates. Like we hang out all the time and you kind of just forget, like, soccer can be such a roller coaster, and the good or the bad, like, they're always there.
Yeah.
Like, we were just literally watching Stranger Things last night. Like, we're just binging it. And it's just, like, it's so nice. Like, we're eating popcorn. Like, it's like a calming space and a very comfortable space. And I think that's where I am definitely mostly myself. Like,
we know each other through soccer, but we choose to like be with each other outside of soccer.
And I've totally fallen in love with the city of Calgary. Like, it is so beautiful. Like, seeing mountains every day, like going for walks. Like,
it's a little different from London.
It's a little different.
Do you have a mountain view from where you are?
You know, we have some lakes and no mountains, but no ocean.
Little shadows.
Yeah, but
behind.
I mean, I love it. It's home, but like here, it's just like it's so much about nature. Like going for walks and
agreed.
Like, I honestly, coming from Iowa and like doing school and stuff, like you don't have time to do that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like going for a walk, listening to something or
having time.
Literally. Like if I have time, I'm usually on the phone and everyone makes fun of me about it, but it's fine. But it's like, I've loved the people here, just like outside of soccer or even inside of soccer. Like the community is so amazing and they rally behind us.
And we're so fortunate.
It's just so cool.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a special city for sure, and everyone's so supportive and kind.
It's amazing.
Which is not. I love Ontario. Don't get me wrong. I love Toronto, but I think there's a different type of environment.
Yeah, for sure.
Calgary.
It's no. As soon as I like touched down, like I was like, this is a different city, and I've loved it. So
you share with Collie an apartment.
I do.
How's that going along?
I mean, I've always had actually roommates. Obviously coming from college, but no, she's honestly the best roommate ever I could have asked for. So, I think having a roommate, especially coming into like, you don't know anyone. It's helpful. And I think like we both felt that coming in. We were like, oh, perfect roommate, perfect. But like she's honestly like the sweetest person. And no, I love her to bits. She's awesome. But yeah, no, I think we have good dynamic. We're good roommates.
Like, what is it, yin and yang?
Yeah, yin and yang. Honestly, like she cooks and I cook. You know, like sometimes we cook together.
Nice.
But no,
They're
she's
like
so
siblings.
cool. No,
like
literally, like that's what people say. Like we're siblings.
They fight like
sisters.
siblings.
Yeah, like literally sister. I don't have a sister. I have brothers, and I'm like our fighting is different. But no, she's like a sister to me. So
I just imagine like, Collie constantly pulling pranks or some sort of.
She's definitely goofy.
Shenanigans.
Like the group chat is just, it's so funny. As you know, like a lot of us live in the same apartment, you know? So it's just, we get together quite a bit and she is a goofball for sure. Like she definitely.
She's got such a good sense of humor and just like good outlook on life.
Totally.
Like when I get stressed, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like the other day. So I have 2 sets of keys.
Oh my God, Tilly.
I know.
This is so funny.
Okay, so I have 2 sets of keys for my car, and me and Kaylee have been driving together and like taking turns driving to practice. And like one of the days I thought I was driving, so I brought my keys down. She's like, no, I'll drive. Oh, okay, whatever. I'll put it in your glove box. So check my keys in her glove box, like whatever. And then I forgot about it a couple days. I was using my spare key. And I was like, oh, I should probably like get that back. Like, so I like looked in her car and I'm like, I can't find it. Like, oh my gosh, I can't find it. And I'm like texting the group chat. I'm like, guys, has anyone seen my keys? I like go up to their apartment and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I can't find my keys. I know I put it in the glove box.
They're stolen. Like they're gone.
And because I was like, Kaylee like doesn't, maybe this is not good to put like on a podcast. But like Kaylee, when I went to look in her car was not locked. And so I was like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
Car keys. Like it has my like fob for my apartment.
Yeah.
Like
everything.
They're on this like thing. And like someone could have literally, they didn't even have to break in. They could have just opened the door. Like they're gone. Like someone definitely took them. And like Maddie's like, oh no. Like, no. Like, and Collie's like, you need to chill.
Like Collie, just no help, honestly.
Well, but she was right in the end.
Yeah.
She was like so chill. She was like, that's the odds of that happening. Like,
Yeah.
I bet you it's just been misplaced. Like, maybe you took it and you can't remember. Like, go look again.
Yeah.
So me and Maddie go look again. And I'm like freaking out, like, Maddie. So, and they're like, we should go look in my car. Let's look in the lobby. Maddie opens the glove box.
It's right there.
Oh gosh, how did you
Right
miss
there.
it?
Because she has two
Glove
in my
box. It's-
defense.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
She's got two, and I only opened the bottom one,
Okay.
but I put it in the top. But I
But yeah.
feel like that really sums up, like,
If we're like emotions or like
Yeah.
inside out or whatever, like it's called, like she's definitely anxiety.
Yeah.
Collie's very good,
like,
calm.
yeah,
like,
she's very like zen,
like,
happy.
but yes, like so definitely.
Well, Inside Out, the
yes,
I love
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Inside.
like she's definitely anxiety
Okay.
for sure.
that though.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
in a good
That's
way.
so funny.
Yeah.
In a good.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice that you have so many different personalities that
For sure.
can offset
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
the
Too funny.
situation like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna round up with a rapid fire,
Oh,
and then I'll finish off with a burning question.
oh, love it.
So I'm gonna start off with you, Tilly.
Oh, Tillard.
What is your most used emoji?
A smiley face.
A smiley face?
Mhm.
Okay, is it the one with the blush or just smiley?
Yes, it is the
Okay.
one.
You know her
with the
too well, Far, of course.
Yes.
The blush.
No, me and Far are very similar.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
We have the same style.
We do.
No, I mean,
we
And
showed up to game day
just
the
the
other day, and I was
best.
like, I love your outfit.
Yeah.
Just-
Every time we see each other wearing something, I'm like, I would wear that. She's like,
Yeah.
I wear that too.
I know.
I'm like, we need to go shopping together.
Yes.
You guys do.
Oh, we will.
No,
We
you
will.
will.
Shopping
It's
spree.
gonna have.
Oh my gosh.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Us on a shopping spree together.
I'm
We'd be
a
like,
yes.
that looks
Oh,
so
no.
good on
Oh,
you. Get it.
I'm a yes person.
Oh, same.
I'm like,
Just
do
a
I
hype up
Yeah.
person. It's like, get it.
get it.
Yeah. I see something. I'm like, I can
Yeah.
just imagine myself wearing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Where
thing
and
to do.
when, I have
It
no
doesn't
clue,
matter.
Yeah.
but I'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you look good in it, Far. So get it.
Thanks, Maddie.
It's like Maddie's worst nightmares going shopping.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Don't. Yeah. No. I'm not a shopper. Just doesn't
Just
go
the basic
together.
girly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? So you wouldn't be a fashion designer?
No.
then? I was gonna say
I
if
don't
you-
have any fashion.
If you weren't a footballer, what would you be doing? Ruling out fashion designing,
Yep.
Easy.
That's on the bottom. Nursing.
Mhm.
nursing.
Yes.
Okay. And is that because of what you studied, or after the circumstances of
That-
your mother's house?
That's a good question. My mom was actually also a nurse.
Okay.
So I think I've always seen that and always looked up to her. But I think I fell in love with like biology, physiology, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
But especially like, yeah, going through
Mm.
my mom's diagnosis, definitely being there for people like at their worst. I think, like I just want to be there
Yeah.
for them. Like, I think it's so challenging. Like the hospital isn't really usually a happy place. And I would really like to work there and help out people like the best I
Yeah.
could do. So bring some cheer and
Bring some smiles.
yes, some smiles, some giggles.
Yeah.
But
Support
yeah,
where
so
you
definitely
can.
influence. But I think I always that was always my calling.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is your favorite show on Netflix, Tilly?
That's good.
Oh my god.
What are you binge watching?
Well, right now, as
We
of
are-
last night, we've been watching Stranger Things because I think a new season's coming out.
Yeah, November and December.
November.
Yeah.
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 And it's been like 8 years or something crazy of,
Years now.
of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you remember it, but like, you also
Yeah.
don't.
We were like children.
yeah.
First, like you guys are nerding out over here. I was like, I am such a nerd. with
You
this
know
stuff.
what's so funny? I live under a rock when it comes to shows.
She's like Stranger Things.
So I-
It's reality.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. Is it like a zombie show or?
That's actually a good.
I mean,
Good.
based on the title, that was like a good
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
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 There's like an upside down world. It's
Okay.
It's the villain's called Vecna. Like
Yeah.
honestly, but it's like children.
Really,
Okay.
And then they
it's
grew up.
really good. You
Okay.
know who Millie Bobby Brown is?
I know nothing.
Okay, that's
The
okay.
show.
That's okay. But you know,
Yeah.
like 11. Have you ever heard of the character 11? No, we're fine. It's
Yeah.
okay. We're gonna.
Character? What is that?
But yeah, it's like
Yeah.
they were kids and then now they're like R. Like
Okay.
they were always R.
It's like supernatural.
Yes, yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like really cute, like family.
Fun
All the
fact,
characters.
I'm number 11 right now, and then I was number 11 at Trinity. And a bunch of us like joked that when we graduated, or like if we won nationals, we get like a tattoo of like our number.
Oh my god, you should have got the 11 tattoo.
Well,
like
that's what I'm talking about. So in
my
the
God.
show, the character, she has the tattoo 11
really?
on her wrist, and I was always like, guys, if we do this, like,
you're gonna
I can't do it on my wrist because people will think I'm like,
for Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
you're
awesome.
Literally strange.
yeah.
You're literally a weirdo.
What is one piece of advice you would give to your younger self?
Oh, these questions are so cute.
Baby Maddie.
Yeah, baby Maddie. I think that's a really good question. I think just live like in the present. I think sometimes, especially before my mom's diagnosis, I looked so much towards the future.
Yeah.
I think like having two older brothers, I always looked at their ages and like, oh, that's my age. But one of them is 6 years older and 4 years older. So I think I always looked in the future and like, they've always been.
I need to do
exactly like they've always been my role model. So I'm like, oh, what would I be doing at this age? You know. Yeah. So I think I took that for granted being a kid. My For You page right now is like Christmases like in the early 2000s, and it's just like so nostalgic.
Started on her with Christmas.
Oh my god, I love.
You're already started.
Like,
yes, I don't know.
Christmas, Maddie.
20.
Oh my gosh.
21 Fridays. Anyway. But yeah, I think just like live day to day. Like honestly, and I think since my mom's diagnosis, like I literally live every day to the fullest. And I think that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Where like a lot of people take for granted, like live in the present. So that's what I tell my younger self.
Well, that's something I want to take away as well. I think that's so powerful.
Yes. Yeah.
What is your favorite football memory, Tilly?
Favorite football memory? Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Probably have a lot. That's why it's hard.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Again, I think I mentioned I was really fortunate to play in some like really big games and win some medals. But I actually think for me, my favorite football memory would probably be playing with my sister. Like Trinity has so many amazing memories and like specific soccer memories. Yeah. I kind of like said it before. Like I think soccer for me is so intertwined with like people.
Right. Yeah, it's so cute.
And like growing up, my sister was like and still is like my idol.
Yes.
She's 2 years older than me. And so she was always like the age group above. But when I was like, I think 15, we both got the opportunity to play for New Zealand for futsal. And we played on the women's national team for futsal. And she was definitely better at it than me. But like getting to be there with her, which in a instance which was like a really cool career thing that I look back on anyway, to have been able to do that. But like
so special.
To have her there, and like she still plays, like she is still on the national team for New Zealand for futsal, and like, they have the World Cup this year in November. Wow. So I'm looking forward to
that's so cool.
Looking forward to watching her there.
Yeah.
Oh, good for her. We'll all bring her on.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
We'll be watching.
Yeah.
Maddie, last question.
Yep.
Sweet or salty snacks?
Oh my god, this is the toughest one of them all. Oh man.
Popcorn?
I'd probably say more sweet, but like I love anything salt too. So I'd probably say both. But like after dinner I might be like, a little sweet treat.
Are you a chocolate? A little sweet treat. Are you a chocolate or like?
This is like so funny. I was actually talking to my mom about this. This is where we only differ in life. I swear.
The only difference.
The only difference. She loves chocolate.
Okay.
And I love vanilla more so.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
do you like white chocolate?
Love it. Like well, yes, I do like white chocolate, but I would rather like milk chocolate or dark chocolate over white chocolate, if that makes sense.
We are so not following this like rapid fire.
It's like one answer.
Tilly and Maddie, thank you for this amazing conversation. Had a lot of laughs.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I want to ask you to share a positive statement to our fans who have been so supportive all year round.
Yeah.
So if there was a message that you have, each of you, what would that be to our supportive fan base?
That's a good question.
I think for me, it's just like a huge thank you.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I haven't spent my entire life in Canada, but I'm a Canadian citizen. And to just know that now girls have a pathway in their home country to play professional soccer.
Yeah.
And it's being supported by such an amazing city and an amazing community.
Yeah.
Just a thank you, because obviously like our league wouldn't be possible, obviously, with everybody who created it, but like in return with everybody who supports it.
Yes.
So like even after the games, like having those like young girls or even like young boys that are waiting after the game and want us to
So
sign
special.
things, and
Yeah.
like for their parents to come and support as well, or like even not little kids, like people who just genuinely come and watch our games and support us. Like that is so like unbelievable, and I don't think we have enough words to thank everybody for supporting us.
Yeah, and we couldn't do it without them, honestly.
No,
like we would be nowhere without them. Like they support us, like they're our foundation. Like they're just as important as we are, so like so thankful
for sure.
And they've been amazing. Like they're so loud regardless of what the score is. Like they're amazing, and they wait around. Like we couldn't have better fans. We have the best ones in the league. So
I agree.
Love it.
Go Wild.
Not biased at all. We definitely do. Thank you again for being on the show. Thank you to our fans that continue to support us all. And looking forward to an amazing season ahead.
Yes. Thank you so much, Far. You're the best.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hey, Wild fans. Enjoying the conversation so far? We've got more great insights on the way. But first, subscribe, comment, and share with a friend. Welcome back to the Wild Journey. Joining us today is Ashley Fraser, the head coach for Team Canada at this year's Homeless World Cup in Oslo, Norway, representing the Canadian Street Soccer Association. Ashley holds a Master of Public Health, is a TEDx speaker, and currently serves as the Manager of Evaluation at the Calgary Homeless Foundation. She has dedicated her career to empowering vulnerable communities using the transformative power of sport as a tool for change. I'm so excited to start off this conversation. Thank you so much for joining us today, Ashley.
Thank you for having me. It's awesome to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, awesome for us as well, because our viewers get to learn more about the incredible work that you're doing. First off, I want to congratulate you on being appointed the head coach for Team Canada at the Homeless World Cup.
Thank you.
A huge honor for sure. But to start, can you share for individuals that have never heard about the Homeless World Cup, what is it, when did it start, and what is the purpose of this tournament?
Yeah, absolutely. It's something I could talk for hours about, so this is great. So the Homeless World Cup is essentially an international soccer or football tournament comprised of teams from all across the world, where the players are either currently experiencing homelessness or unhoused, have previously been unhoused, or experiencing maybe other forms of social isolation. And so this year, the Homeless World Cup is taking place in August, at the end of August in Norway, and there will be 63 teams there representing 48 countries.
Wow.
And that's over 500 players that will be attending, all coming with some sort of story of being unhoused, seeking refuge in their country. The definition can look different based on the country. And it's a tournament where we get to come together and play and just forget all the things that normally define their day-to-day life and just play soccer. So it was founded in 2001. So this is the 20th Homeless World Cup tournament that's taking place. And yeah, the purpose is kind of twofold. There's a purpose behind it to educate just day-to-day people about the issues of homelessness and the topic of homelessness and kind of elevate that conversation. And then also the purpose is for the players to get to go and experience something that they perhaps would have never get to experience, to find community, purpose, belonging, and just use that as a platform to progress in their life, whatever that looks like for them, whatever their journey they're on. So
that's phenomenal. Just to know that something like this does exist, but also the stigma around homelessness can hopefully be reduced through initiatives like this, events like this. And awareness is the most important aspect of it, I think. Not a lot of people know about the Homeless World Cup and the work that you're doing here in our own city to support this vulnerable community. And you're no stranger to this. You previously coached the Canadian women's soccer team back in 2012. That was also in Norway. What was that experience like for you, and what did you witness when you were at that tournament firsthand?
Yeah, so that one was actually in Mexico City at the time.
Was that? Okay.
Yeah, so it was Mexico City, and that was, my first exposure to the Homeless World Cup on that level. So at the time, I had been volunteering with a street soccer program in Kelowna, so in BC, and that's when I got asked to, along with my colleague at the time, Tiffany Maxwell, to coach the Canadian women's team. So I was, I think, only half a year into even volunteering with street soccer is pretty new. Got asked to go and support because there is not a ton of females involved at that time. And it is one of the greatest experiences of my life, which is why I'm so excited to be going back now. The biggest eye-opening thing is just seeing how a platform like soccer, really any sport, really just like evens the playing ground, if that makes sense, and just like removes all the stigma. And so, you know, I was there with players that I knew from BC or that I had met on Team Canada, and you're watching them play and getting asked for autographs. Like they're literally being treated like celebrities because they're the soccer players that are at this Homeless World Cup tournament. The level of soccer is incredible. And so fans are cheering for them, you know, hugging. People are like wanting to talk to them, wanting to be with them. And when you compare that to how the population is viewed on a day-to-day basis, it's literally opposite ends of the spectrum. And so I think just to see the power that soccer, football, sport has to change those stigmas and to kind of lift that judgment and those stereotypes, and to see the power that it has on the people that are playing and then also the people that are receiving it and watching it is just, yeah, it's just magical. Like it's hard to really put the full words to what it's like to witness that right in front of you, and to, yeah, just to see the team spirit and the camaraderie and just the joy that the event brings everybody.
Do the participants understand the impact that it has on them mentally and physically and emotionally once they return back to Canada? Like, do they know going to this tournament is going to improve their morale and spirit? Or is it more of, let me do this as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to enjoy the moment, and maybe I won't reap any benefits from it?
Yeah, it's hard to know. I think they're all excited.
Yeah.
I think if anything, it can be even a culture shock returning back home after going to such, you know, a fascinating event, depending on what they're returning back to. But for Canadian Street Soccer Association, who's the national association running the Canada group right now, we really focus on making sure that players have something to return to.
Yeah.
So that if they're at the Homeless World Cup, that when they come back, they're wanting to help coach or coordinate the local team that they're a part of, or take on some sort of responsibility, whatever that looks like for them. But just so they know that they're not just done after they go to the Homeless World Cup, that they get to bring that energy, bring everything that they learned, bring the excitement of knowing that they represented their country and their city, and bringing that home and sharing it with the other players to encourage them to have an opportunity like that too. So yeah, I don't think anything can fully prepare you for what you experience at the Homeless World Cup. It's I think they go in with goals. Like we're talking to the players about what's your goals when you're there and what do you want to accomplish? How will this trip be a success for you? And from what I've heard so far, they want to have fun. They want to play. They want to meet people and win at least one game.
Yeah.
So that's the goal.
Well, it's great that you're giving them purpose through this, but also allowing them to stay connected with the community. You're supporting them and empowering them when they come back home as well, because that transition can be quite daunting. Now, you have a very powerful TED Talk that I had the pleasure of listening to. It's called A Field Can Change a Face. I would highly recommend all of our viewers to tune into that. As someone who grew up myself being taught to show empathy and compassion towards vulnerable communities, especially those that are unhoused, it still changed my perception around certain things and certain biases that we all have. Why do you think people are so quick to judge unhoused individuals versus people or communities facing other social challenges?
Yeah, it's hard to know. Like, I think it's a question I ask myself almost daily. Just, you know, it's very much in front of our face a lot of the time. I think people can sometimes perceive it as an inconvenience, but I think it's just that it's different, right? I think it's unknown. Unless you've maybe experienced something like that in your own life, it's hard to relate to. And the study that I talk about in the TED Talks that I did kind of talks about how psychologically we can create these out groups and just kind of view people in a certain light just because we don't understand their full story. So I think that plays a part of it, but I think a lot of the time it's just a misunderstanding of what even their life entails, right? And some preconceptions maybe that aren't always true. So
For sure. And what does the selection process look like for the Homeless World Cup and for representing Canada? Because a lot of people assume if you're homeless, you don't have access to resources, and that means you don't have access to information. And so how are you connecting with this group to attract them to come try out and be a part of this transformational journey?
Yeah, it's a good question, and it's something every city does a bit differently. Still something that we're even learning here in Calgary to see what works. Every context is a bit different. For here in Calgary, luckily, the homeless serving system of care is quite connected. And so there's a lot of networks. And so we've been able to reach out to the different housing programs or the different agencies that work with the unhoused population. And really, it's just getting posters up in some ways. So we've got posters all around those kind of main resource hubs that has brought out quite a few people. Which always amazes me. Like, I never think to look at a poster. So when I see people show up because they read a poster, I'm always very impressed.
Yeah.
And then we also sometimes we'll do kind of events at the building where we practice at. They offer meals and have a clothing program there called Good Neighbors.
Okay.
And so we've gone there to put up our poster and just sit down and talk with people. So they're there for a meal. We bring our soccer players, our volunteers show up, we kick a ball around, and it's really just being like, hey, you like soccer? You want to play? We're going to be here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And that's enough sometimes just for them to know, that it's available, and to even have the face-to-face connection to know, who am I going to meet when I go there? Because it can be unknown, right? Showing up to something, I think for anyone for the first time, there's vulnerability there. And especially in their case, showing up to something new can be quite nerve-wracking, especially if there is any social anxiety. So sometimes just that quick conversation to say, I will see you tomorrow morning, I'll be there, we'll have fun, is enough to bring them out and check it out. And then hopefully they keep coming back because they have fun. So that's kind of how we've approached it here in Calgary. But I know other programs in Canada, across Canada, have partnered with shelters. So again, it kind of depends how the community is set up. But we've been lucky to have a lot of really good support here in Calgary. People are really interested, and
Amazing.
It's finding the ways to get the word out and make it as accessible as possible. And I think, if anything, that's sometimes the trickier part, just, making sure it's in a location that is accessible at a time that's accessible, and that it's as low barrier as it can be. So.
Yeah, exactly. And with the unhoused population that we're referring to, are these individuals that are living in shelters currently, or have, unsustainable housing solutions at the moment and are looking to find something that's more viable?
Yeah, it's a mix. It's a variety. And I mean, even the definition of homelessness is quite broad, right? And so, some people would be considered unsheltered if they are sleeping rough or sleeping outside. Some people are sheltered and they're staying in a shelter. Yeah. Some people might be couch surfing, so it looks different for every person. And I don't even know all of their stories because I don't need to, so as we get to know them and as they show up weekly and as we build rapport with them, we ask more questions and see how we can support and get to know them more. But, the first couple times they're showing up, we just want to have fun and we want to play soccer. And if they choose to kind of tell us where they're at, then that's great. And that gives us the opportunity to then support as needed. So to see if we can support with any referrals to employment, housing, different agencies that we know in the community can support them. So try to use the soccer as a platform to support wherever they are in their life.
Absolutely, because you want to humanize them as well, right? The first thing when they walk in through your door just to have fun or be part of a new environment shouldn't be, where are you living? Why are those your circumstances?
Yeah.
And trying to belittle them even further, because I'm sure they get those common questions regularly, and that's probably the last thing that they want to consistently hear, because they are trying to find a solution. They are hardworking. They're just like us, trying to figure out life one step at a time. Yeah. And so just humanizing throughout that process is extremely important. Now, you are leading the Canadian team, so that means even outside of Calgary, you're dealing with players around the nation, coast to coast, perhaps. How do you stay connected with them? How are they training right now, despite you being in another province?
Yeah, it's a great question. And it's thank goodness for technology because, we have phones and not every player has a phone, or if they have a phone, maybe they don't have WhatsApp on it. So we have a team chat right now with the volunteers that are going. And I think all but 3 of the players are on it as well. So that's been a good way just to connect and get to know people that way.
Nice.
And then they're training individually with their own programs that they're connected to in their cities. So we have 2 players coming from BC, 3 players coming from Montreal, and 3 players coming from Toronto area.
Yeah.
So they kind of stay connected with their home street soccer program, which is all part of Canadian Street Soccer Association. They're just the different programs throughout the country. And we've had 1 team call already. We have teams chat, but that's kind of the tricky part, right? Like when I attended in 2012 when it was in Mexico City, I didn't meet anyone till the airport. So I guess I knew the player from BC, and then I met the player in Vancouver when we went and picked them up. But then the rest of the team, you just meet in the airport.
Yeah.
And so it'll still be like that. Like we're starting to get to know each other a little bit, but we will meet in Toronto on August 20th, and on August 23rd, we will be playing all together as a team. So that comes with challenges, but also a lot of excitement and the
it's
big
nice.
focus is just really the team bonding and the cohesion. So
Yeah. Sometimes it's nice to go into a tournament where it's so unpredictable. You don't even know how well you can potentially do.
yeah,
Now, at this tournament, because it's a street soccer tournament, so it's not going to be a 90-minute game. It's going to be a very shortened game. And there will be a group stage, I'm assuming, as well, and then go into qualifications. Can you share with us some details about how many players are on the pitch at a time? How long is the game? What group is Canada in? And then also, what does the qualification rounds look like?
Yeah, it's a good question because street soccer is its own
Yeah.
style. Yeah, so it's a smaller pitch, first of all. It's boarded, so it's 22 by 16. So that's comparable to futsal court or like a basketball court. Boarded 14-minute games with 2 7-minute halves. But I think the most unique part about the game is that so it's 3 on a field plus a goalie.
Okay.
And only 2 people can cross into the defensive end. And so it creates a constant 3 versus 2 dynamic.
Okay.
So one player always has to stay above the center line in the offensive end. And so that it just changes the whole aspect of a game. Like you can grow up playing soccer and then you get put in there and you're like rethinking how you do everything.
Right.
Changes the kind of like techniques and abilities you need to have, and it makes it very fast.
It's boarded. The ball never goes out. There's no break.
No breaks. And then, just how small the space is. Yeah. So, that's essentially what the street soccer game looks out. There's other rules, like when you get scored on, the ball just gets rolled out. Yeah. It doesn't go back to center. So there's lots of different components like that. And then in terms of the placement, we don't know the schedule until August 20th. They do this fun draw that we can watch online. But the first couple of days is really just figuring out placement. So they assess, the skills and just like see where everyone's placing, how they're doing in their games. And then they kind of create these different groupings so that everyone's playing for something.
Okay.
Because every country comes with a different level of skill, and even just how their programs run, it can look a lot differently, right? Some players have the opportunity to meet and train before the Homeless World Cup. That's not our case yet here in Canada.
Yeah.
Some players met in a national tournament in Toronto, but the whole team hasn't been together. So we'll stay tuned and see where we place and what groupings we get in.
We'll definitely be following you every step of the way. Question for you is, you're very committed to supporting the homeless community, both professionally and personally. Now, where does the passion for football come? Did you grow up playing the sport?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So grew up playing here in Calgary. Soccer was life growing up. Both me and my sister played. So kind of lived at the soccer center, whether it was for myself or my sister. And so I think that's what I love about it is it really is like 2 of my passions coming together. Grew up, kind of played my whole life, and then getting more involved with that community and becoming more passionate about that. When I discovered street soccer, it was everything. Like it was, just amazing. So,
and for you, because you were raised in Calgary and also played here and developed through the system, what does it mean for you to know that there is the Calgary Wild FC, the first ever professional women's soccer team here in this province?
Yeah, it's incredible. I was definitely one of the ones like crying watching the inaugural game on the TV, like when you guys played Vancouver. And then I asked for Mother's Day. I have three sons, and I asked my Mother's Day present to go and watch the home opener here. And I was crying many times because I think just like seeing the hope that it's creating all the players. And my favorite moment being at the home opener here was just like seeing all the women or all the little girls in their teams with their jerseys, like hand in hand, like arm in arm, and just like knowing that they were watching a game, but that is their vision now.
Yeah.
And seeing how exciting that was for them. Like as soon as I saw that, I started bawling because I just like, it took me right back to my childhood self of wanting to grow up and, you know, be pro and, you know, having all those dreams and shopping at Claire's to find anything you could that had soccer on it. Right. Yeah. Like, so it's amazing. Like I'm so excited for what's being offered here. And
huge monumental moment for sure. But also for us, it's interesting because our fan base, we obviously cannot connect with every single individual, although we try to after every match and definitely swing by to say hello, is we don't know all the incredible things they're up to, right? The Wild community or the greater community in Alberta probably wouldn't have known that a Wild fan or a Calgarian that's female is coaching this incredible team, traveling across the world to be able to support and uplift these communities. So how can we spread more awareness? What is it that you want Calgarians and Canadians to know in order to amplify, support some of the work that you're doing with this deserving community?
Yeah, I think the fact that it's national is really cool, right? Because regardless of where people could be listening from or hearing about street soccer, there's a chance that there's a program either going on in your area or there's going to be one there soon, or there was one historically. Because even though Canadian Street Soccer Association was founded in 2024, there was a former legacy organization called Street Soccer Canada. So the teams have been around for many years. And so I think just knowing that it exists and people might feel pulled or inclined to support in different ways. I think it kind of goes without saying any nonprofit's always looking for finances to help support. It's obviously not cheap to bring a team to Europe. And then there's just other operational costs of running the program. So whether you're looking to sponsor or donate, or if you're interested in volunteering, all these programs are volunteer led. So like we have about 13 volunteers that support the Calgary program. We had a 14-year-old come and he was our main coach for a lot of the days in Calgary. He's had to move, but involvement can look so different. If you want to show up and just be a person to play and be a body on the field, that's great. If you're involved in the soccer community and want to set up a friendly match, that's amazing because that speaks to community integration. So I think there's so many ways that people can be involved, but even just watching events, staying tuned, because I think it really does change people's perception of the population and just kind of changes the conversation about them, which is what I would hope it does. So
absolutely. And it should, because I mean, the first step I would say is definitely watch your TED Talk.
Oh, thank you.
Because that will be very eye-opening to everyone. And then just follow support in ways you can, right? Whether that's volunteering, financially, supporting the cause, or showing your encouragement towards communities like this means everything towards them, but also towards ourselves, feeling like we're doing something beneficial to benefit our society is really important. I really enjoy this conversation. I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
But if there is something that I really want to leave the fans with is please support the Street Soccer Association. Yeah. Please support them at the Homeless World Cup. We're going to be rooting for you. We're going to be cheering you on. And I can't wait to hear about all of the achievements, whether that's physically winning a trophy or just knowing that you put a smile on someone's face at the end of the day. So thanks for joining me.
We like to say if you're playing, you're winning. So that's what it's all about. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Farah here. Be sure to select the next episode and enjoy some more wild content. See you soon.